Hi, in this video we're going to go over creating projects within Xero. So here you have the projects option and we're just going to select all projects. Now Xero in the demo company that we're using creates some test projects by default, but we're not going to use any of these. We're going to create a new one and we're going to create a draft one with this option. Now we can find or create a contact in here. I'm just going to create a test one, use my test contact that I created. And then we're going to name the project just test something, I guess. Yeah, just test project. Sure, that works. Pick a date to a deadline for it, and then choose how it's going to make the estimates. We're going to tell it to base the estimates off our tasks and expenses. So we are now in our task section. So we're going to click add task. So now we just name it the task. So we're just going to name it task 1. Give it an estimated hours to completion. We'll say 20, and we'll give it an hourly rate, I guess, but there are the three options. And we'll just say $20 an hour. So this task is going to cost $400 total. I'm going to save and add another. So we just choose a new task. We'll call it task 2. Give it an estimated hours of 100 hours to complete this one. And we're going to stick with the hourly rate and just do 50 hours. So this is a more costly task that is part of this whole project. And we'll create another one as well, just task 3. Estimated hours can be, let's just go with 10. We'll go with a fixed price option this time. And with the 10, we'll change that to 5 hours. This will be a short task since it's going to have a fixed price of $25, sorry. Yeah, I'll stick with $25. So it takes 5 hours, but it's only going to cost $25 and that's it. So now we can create an estimated expense as well. So we can choose an item or find a new item. So we're just going to go with tools and we're going to give it a quantity of 3 and then a unit price of $150 per unit, and then give it a markup percentage of 10%. So it is a $450 total for that expense, but we are charging an extra 10% for that. So we're going to do travel expense, give it a quantity of uh, 100. Yeah, for the amount of times that you're going to travel over the multiple days. And a unit price, let's give it, we won't give it the 150, we'll give it a 30. So that will go up quickly, but yeah, we'll give it another percentage markup for the charge. We'll get a 5% for that. And I think that will be all the expenses we'll put in here for now. So then we can add time entries, but yeah, we'll add a time entry. So for this project, on task 1, we'll put we don't really need a description, but we'll put a start and end time of 8 a.m. to, let's say, 4 p.m. That works for me. And then we'll save it. So that saves that time there for 8 hours. And then we'll put in one more. No. Xero has this issue sometimes where it won't find your existing project while you're trying to put tasks into it, time entries into it. So you do have to go to new time entry each time. And we'll go task 3, and we're going to do it by duration, and we're going to put 30 minutes attached to that task, and just hit and save. I should not have selected save and add another for time. So I just click new time entry, and then for task 2, we'll do it by a couple of duration of 2 hours, and that adds all the time there. So you're able to create an invoice or quote, and they will all be in here in the various with the two quote and invoice buttons at the top. So when you create an invoice, it will take in all the tasks and expenses that you have and the times associated with them. So if we just click here, so here you have your invoice options. You can select how it tracks your costs as well. So we're going to just leave that as default for this and click and save it as a draft. And here it is. So this creates our invoice for tasks 2 and 3 and the times that they cost. It can be found here in your invoices section of Xero. So if we go back to projects and then go over to drafts, there we are, and this is where our project is. So since our project is still a draft project, up here you can select the in progress to turn it to an in progress project. So we're going to create some reports on this. So in accounting, you select reports and it brings you to your reporting options. Down the bottom here, you have the project reports options, including detail time, project details, and the project summary. We're going to use the project details report. It just gives the most details related to the project that you're looking at. So you can start by selecting what state of projects you want to look at. We're just going to select all of them and look at today's reports. So we can select report settings, and here are all the options of information within our report. So we're going to put the actual and estimated hours as well as the project name. So we put test for that. So we get the test project that we created and all the details within it, including the estimated hours and the actual hours that we added, and all the other options that were pre-selected for us. So now we can edit this report in a variety of ways and save it as various types and export it out of Xero in different ways. We can also add a footer or change the title and change it. So that's all on projects within Xero. Thank you for watching.